It's Perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Alex Garland's Civil War. Now, this was one of my most anticipated movies to come out this year. I was really sold on the trailer, and I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on this movie. I'm not gonna spoil anything, nothing major. You should definitely go check this out for yourself, but I feel like this is going to be a divisive film. Everybody's going to have a different experience and take away different things, enjoy certain things. There's going to be people that are going to absolutely hate this movie. For me, off rip, I'm somewhere in the middle. Let's kind of just talk about the movie in general. So, this is in a dystopian future where you have Florida and Texas teaming up, and it's just pretty much the government versus the people, like just a certain fraction of the American people, and it starts this whole entire waves of civil war in different areas, some being higher than others, but it's just fascinating to see how that's kind of displayed throughout this movie. You have Kirsten Dunst in here. She plays Lee Smith. She is our main lead, and you also have the character of Jessie. She's like the young, just really hungry, just getting her feet wet into this whole journalism kind of world. She pretty much just tags along with our other characters. Sammy, he's like the old wise OG journalism that kind of taught Lee everything that she kind of known, or just they've just been really close. And you have Joel, I think his name was. He's kind of the more exciting type of character. I don't know. He's like more of the hype, excited about the whole art of war. And even though it's fascinating how we see these characters when they first start, that Lee is a character that's very cold and just doesn't feel like she's pretty much emotionless in the beginning of this, because she's just so numb to all of this. So her whole plan is to go to DC because there's some shit going down with the president, and she wants to get there to get the shot of the president while Joel gets the interview, and all before he can end up being killed, because things are escalating, so they have no time. All these other journalists are rushing at the scene because they want to get that footage as well. And each stop that they go to, you kind of see different aspects a little bit, not everywhere, just how this is affecting different Americans in different parts of the world, and just seeing, and even the character of Sammy kind of referenced it. It's like, it's surreal to see, because this is like literal warfare going on American soil, which we've never really seen in our lifetime. It's kind of crazy. You've got huge military presence and all these kind of checkpoints, and so you really just see how dangerous just being in the middle of war is, and you being press and some people not really liking that, and how dangerous it is for press to just be in there, because a lot of people don't fuck with that, and you could put yourself at risk. I like the vibe of this movie, right? But it's just, at sometimes it just feels like it loses me at times. There's that one scene where you see the guy with the fingernails. I feel like that could have been completely cut out, but I feel like that just adds to the fact that it kind of shows you the different range of Americans and what they kind of believe in, even though it's kind of vague. But you really get the sense of this is kind of a reflection of what could happen, even though I think in real life it'd be 10 times worse than what this movie displayed. And that's my one gripe I have with this. I feel like with that, it's very graphic, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like there was just something missing and I was expecting a little bit more, but it gets the point across at the same time. That's why I say I'm in the middle. Like, I don't quite love it, but I understand it at the same time. It's weird, but yeah, just how this movie kind of plays out, especially like where we get moments, a lot of moments between Lee and Jesse, because it's like the old guard and the new guard, kind of just the old generation versus the new generation kind of thing, and that dynamic, and her just kind of having that stance that she should have never been involved in this at all. And the twists and turns that this movie takes are interesting too. I will say though, when Jesse Plemons' character pops up, that's probably the peak of this movie, to be honest, because everything afterwards, it's just like, it's action packed, but I feel like a little underwhelmed by that ending. There's things that I like about it, but then there's things at the very end of the movie, it's just like, it's, you almost had it, and there's things that they could have kind of scaled back, or just even got a little bit more crazy with this movie. I don't know, I just feel like there's just something missing, and maybe if I gave it a second watch, it would hit me. And I know Alex Garland said he's like kind of not really into making films anymore, like he's not inspired, and it really reflects in this movie, especially with characters like Lee and stuff, and I could kind of see that, because there's parts where there's a great movie here, but then there's certain parts that just kind of are just not really, I'm not gonna say thought out, but it just could have had a little bit more oomph. The premise is still terrifying, just having that kind of reality, and especially with this being an election year and just how split people are now, it's like, this isn't far off, to be honest. Like, I definitely think that this is very much possible. That's why we have to be careful of who we put in office, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't lean in either way politically. I think that's just more things to cause division and whatnot. But getting back to the movie though, overall, the movie I think is worth a watch to kind of just get your own perspective on it. So if you get around to checking this out, let me know your thoughts of it in the comments below. Did it live up to your expectations? Did it feel underwhelming to you? Let me know your thoughts. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.